Good evening and welcome to another episode of Sip and Chat. My name is Fanta Ceesay and I'm your host. And I'm very excited because the guest I have today is not only a friend, but also was a colleague of mine for like 10 years. Big thank you to Global Properties and Kalimba. Global Properties for coming on board, for being the main sponsor of Sip and Chat, and Kalimba for allowing us use this space. And I'm dressed beautifully by Tickets. The details would be down here. Tickets, check out their page. They have amazing stuff. Be a Tickets woman, because that's the only way forward. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ronald Senghore. Let's do the imaginary clap, guys. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Fanta.
Ronald, welcome to Sip and Chat. First of all, before I started Sip and Chat, or even before I moved on to do my own thing, I spoke to him because, he's my friend, he advises me. And when we spoke about it, and I had an idea, and I was like, this is what I want to do. He was there with me throughout, step of the way. When we were choosing Posh Media, he was there. So to just have you here as well today is like a full circle moment for me. Thank you for coming on Sip and Chat.
Thank you for having me. Fantastic.
First, we'll start with just the basics. Who is Ronald Senghore?
That's a quite a difficult question to answer because I'm all over the place. But basically, I'm just this guy that's crazy here and about. I love making people happy. I talk a lot. Most of the time, if you enter a room, I'm probably the loudest. And at the end of the day, with me, it's what you see is what you get. So I try as much as possible to be calm, to do right. I attended St. Augustine's. Our motto is "Recta Sapere," means do good at all times.
Oh.
So I try to live by that and just be who I am. So basically, I'm just me.
You're just you.
Yeah, free spirit.
Obviously, you're very well known because you work at Africell and you're a media personality. How did that journey start?
Well, I started very early in my life, like doing media work and doing public speaking from since I was in primary 3. And then we used to do the International Children's Day of Broadcasting. And then we started the first children's radio show on the then Radio 1 FM.
Nice.
We had a group called Play School the Gambia, founded by Mr. Benson, who's now in Nigeria. A lot of thanks goes to him for actually shaping us as young people. We're there with Peter, Fatoumata Singate, Safiyatu Singate, Edward Seka, Sheriff Gay, Sering Job, like so much young people that are excelling now passed through Play School the Gambia. We went through Lend a Hand, the Gambia YMCA. So all that led to how I became part of Africell because of the communications work that I do. And eventually, one step after another, and here I am today. So basically doing most of like media work, radio, TV, voiceovers and all of that. So yeah, why Santa Element?
Santa Element.
Yeah.
So, Ronald Senghore, every time you say Ronald is here and there, larger than life personality. But outside of that, you're when you're like in your zone, you're very calm, which is so crazy because it's so hard for people to see that. How do you get yourself out? Because it's a character. I feel like we all play a character. You play a character when you're in front of the camera. You play a character when you're speaking on the mic, when you're recording, all of that. How are you able to distinguish that character from you?
Well, it depends what's happening at a particular point in time. When you're on stage, you're hosting an event, you have to, be part of the event. You have to be part of the people. And if you're on TV, it's a different ball game. If you're on radio, it's a different ball. So basically, you have to be in character. There's this American actor, he's called Daniel Day-Lewis. His wife usually says that she has lived with different husbands because whenever he has a script and he has to act a movie, he literally lives like the person. You understand? So I don't do that. No, I'm married. But I try as much as possible to prepare myself for what I'm about to do, no matter what it is, whether it's radio, TV, or whatever it is, or writing a script. I just write it according to my own imagination and do it. But at the end of the day, it's all in the mind. You know, I prepare and them host Mbala event. So basically, it's Mbala people are going to be there. So you're not going to be Jarasta fried rice, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. So basically, Fonga puts Sabopa in the mood and yeah, prepare yourself. So that's what I do. You know.
Sweet. Where do you draw inspiration from? Because the job you do as a creative, you always have to be inspired on the go, because that's how your creativity shows and it flows. Where do you get inspiration from, and how do you stay inspired?
Well, I would say my friends, my family, loved ones. I'm around a lot with different people, and I don't need to go far to look for inspiration. Most of the time, even by sitting and talking to you, what drama talk my seance was like, yeah, bimuna say vibe. You understand, ga? Wow, bimuna work something around it. Right, I watch a movie and I see something. So sometimes it could come from the weirdest of places. Understand? But especially the people that surround me, yeah, definitely, I draw a lot of inspiration from them, and I thank them a lot, because at the end of the day, they make you who you are. And Santa Yala Bubari for all these people, my friends, family, loved ones, you know. And Santa Yala, I was born into a family of artful people, I would say. Smile, I've done with church, my sisters, you've been that way, my brother, rapala, singala, lunekala. So, Mandaka Amul for your talent, but no family, understand? So,
hang it in your mind, you actually think you do?
No, they make karaoke. It's a different ball game.
This is the one if you know me, you know I love karaoke. Ronald is my karaoke partner.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember when we used to go karaoke every Thursday. We would be having karaoke at Utopia, having the best time. Ronald, like, in his mind, so do they way you.
Of course.
Forget it.
The crowd moves a lot.
The crowd moves a lot. You know, Ronald outside of the camera. Who is Ronald outside of the camera? I like to believe. I want to know. I might know, but the people don't. I want to know who's running outside when the lights are off. He's not on TV, he's not on radio, he's home. What are some of the things that he is interested in that people might not know?
Okay, I'm a husband outside.
Get into that, but okay.
Yeah, but after. I'm a brother. I have 2 sisters and a brother. Man, my chat.
Of course.
I love watching movies. Yeah, but I talk whole days. I'm serious. No, they might mere. Sometimes, boy, joke like I said, I'll be glued in front of the TV. When you bury smile, I just smile. I'm kidding. No, but you know, that's why I love hanging with my friends. I love chilling. I'm at home. I love playing ping pong. I love Nadi, you know. Games, you know, I read sometimes, you know, weirdest stuff, like, you know, so sometimes my wife will look at me, and because the things that I watch and the things that she watches are totally different, but yeah, life I'm alone. But at home, I'm a different person though. Yeah, sometimes they might hold, you know, I'm foolish, you can't do that seriously, you know, but it's life. You don't have to. You have to be the most crazy person at some times, and some other times you have to be serious about it, you know. Need to balance. Yeah.
True. I'm particularly interested in, we'll get into, you know, your personal life, marriage and everything, and, you know, the bad boy you used to be. Before,
bad boy.
Before
Fanta.
Now, before you became a refined husband. But I know that you work with YMCA. You know, and I also know that you're interested in poultry as well. You know, you have a poultry farm, I'm not sure. And I know that you have a consulting firm as well. These are things that people don't know about you that I'm, particularly myself, I'm very much interested in finding out. Can you just break it down for me?
Okay. I started with the YMCA a long time ago, since I was a kid. Like I said, Play School at Gambia was like an offset of YMCA. That's where it was born. And I got into youth work very, very early. And we used to do drama series, we used to do poetry, we used to do songs, you know, for kids on TV. Those days, GRTS, every 6 o'clock by 7, by force, children's TV. So we used to do all those stuff. And his brother, Pablo, and those are things we used to do. And outside of that, I'm passionate about a lot of other things. YMCA is there, and you know, there's Funk for Life. donating blood is very, very passionate. I'm passionate about that. It's very important to me. And a lot of people need blood. People go to the hospital. A lot of people watching don't even know this thing sometimes. Women go into labor, there's surgery, and there's some blood types that are very rare, AB, sometimes B+. It's difficult getting those things. And we run around, we have a team of donors, and thank you so much to you guys. Whenever you call them and they're available, they pay their transports, go all the way to the hospital to donate blood. So these are things that I love doing. And with the YMCA, it's more of empowering young people, giving young people space, to explore their creativity themselves. It's not about, it's called Young Christian Men's Association, but it's open to everyone.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah,
I never knew
yeah.
that.
Young
Christian
Men's Association, yeah.
Okay.
Young Men's Christian Association,
Young Men's
just think about visa,
Christian.
yeah.
Okay.
Young Men's Christian Association. It was formed in start of 1844, and then long time. It's the oldest youth organization and the biggest. It's in 120 countries, serving over 60 million young people, and more importantly, focusing on health, education, employment, and civic responsibility and duties. So all these things, it's very important to us, and these are the work that we do. Climate change is important to us, mental health is important to us, and we do all these things. And at the YMCA, we have a very dynamic team led by John Charles, who you know very well, with Priscilla, AC Girl, and it's fun being there. And the fact that we work together to improve the lives of young people. It's very, very, very nice. I've been trained as a change agent. As an S2C ambassador, it means subject to citizen. Okay. You don't have to be the yes, yes, yes. So look at the word subject to citizen. Mm-hmm. A citizen knows your right. You know your responsibilities. You know what you're supposed to do. You know where your limitations are. You know what your need is in the country yourself. You represent yourself, your people. Stand up for what is right. Mm-hmm. You're not a subject. You're not a jump. You're like how high. Roll how far.
Okay. You stand firm in what you believe.
Exactly. So and then there's Freedom Concert, and then which you are a permanent host until you rock I-90 and you're in your crop top still on stage. Rocking it.
But I love hosting, so that's fine.
Yeah. So
Freedom Concert came from YMCA or?
No. Freedom Concert came from me.
It came from
Yeah. We've been music is something we love. But how many free shows do you count? When it comes to our independence, the celebrations are next to nothing. There's nothing happening. So I thought about this and then spoke with some of my very good friends, so most of which I work with, you included, Ibrahim Saidi, Aliu, Andy Spike, and came up with let's do something every Independence Eve, Let's try and create a brand, create something that Gambians will love. So every 17th of February, we organize a free show where every Gambian artist, almost everyone, comes to perform for free. And I want to thank them too, because they don't ask a single dollar for these things. They come over and they play for free and play their hearts out, Just the last one at Westfield Sunyakir Junction, it was so packed. It was lovely, started on time, ended on time, and I want to thank everyone. So basically these are things you do, and there's Precise with Kitabu, into almost everything, and then there's the consultancy I do. It's called Blueberry Consultancy. Anything that's communication, media work, scripting, hosting, event management, whatever, been there, done that. So this is what we do, represents a few institutions too, on social media, handling their communication, handling their marketing and all their publicity as well. So yeah, thank God, Santa Yala, life is going, we want to achieve more, but this is where we are.
I'm very peaked on, YMCA. I'm still stuck on YMCA. Yeah. We'll get into,
I'm a board member of the World Alliance of YMCA, is like the entire body in 120 countries. Yeah, I'm part of the executive committee. No, Bakasia Bari.
Wow. You have your hand in too many things. Well, mashallah, that's beautiful.
Yes.
You're a board member of the YMCA.
Worldwide YMCA.
Yeah. Is that why you travel frequently?
Yeah, we have to travel for meetings, and we have programs, and we have to reach out to other countries as well. We look at, it's divided. You have Africa Alliance, you have Asia Pacific, you have the Americas. So we try to, balance everything, niche everything together. We have to work on our policies. We have to work on our strategy. So all of that things that we do at the World Alliance. So we meet twice a year in different locations, and we're a group of people from all over the world. The head of the YMCA is a very fine gentleman from Togo called
nice.
Carlos Sanvi. Yeah. The president is Patricia from Canada. So it's a very diverse group. And we do a lot of work around the world. Like I said, it's in 120 countries.
Sorry, I always want to know what drinks were being served. What is this drink called? Kalimba Special, thank you. So we're having the Kalimba Special.
You didn't ask what was inside.
Rona, you
Taste
drink
it.
whatever is inside.
What is inside? It's fine, eh?
It's really good.
It's sweet.
I can taste grenadine.
Yeah.
And I love grenadine.
But I don't be calling names of things I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, on that
What is
note,
grenadine?
on that note, we'll go with our first break. When we're back, more with Ronald.
All right.
When we started this project, we looked at few things: location, accessibility, and the potential for growth. All these things make sense from a homeowner and investor's point of view. But we wanted to do more than that. We decided to offer services as well. This means providing infrastructure like water and electricity, as well as internal roads to widen the accessibility to properties, especially for the first-time buyers. A lot of people are buying land these days, but can't either access it for the next 2 to 3 years, and even if they get access, they would lack the basic infrastructure we offer to start building right away. This project allows you the freedom to choose whatever structure you want to build yourself, allowing freedom of choice in one of the fastest developing areas in Gunjur, Sifo. And since this project was created with the preservation of its lush natural environment in mind, we call it Greenville, the first and only NEA certified housing project in the Gambia with close to 700 units available. This is an offer any environmentally conscious buyer would not pass up. Call us today and arrange a tour with one of our agents and see the beauty and potential of Gunjur Sifo.
Welcome back after that break. A massive thank you to Kalimba and Global Properties and Tickets for dressing me. We're here with Ronald Senghore, who is popularly known to be at Africell as a media personality, but also has his own consultant firm called Blueberry. That's such a nice name, by the way.
Yeah.
And also is a worldwide board member of the YMCA, Young Christian Men's Association. Young Men Christian.
YM.
YM.
What's the M?
Men. Young Men's Christian Association. But it's for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you. And right before we left, I wanted to ask, I know that every year YMCA has a target. This year, what is one specific thing that you guys are targeting?
YMCA, when you look at the framework of the World YMCA, they are more interested in health, education, civic duties, and employment.
Okay.
And YMCA is looking specifically at this point in time with the Finnish YMCA. They have the Work for Peace project, where they are training a lot of young people to acquire skills. Okay. From plumbing to electrical work to satellite installation. And these young people will metal work, are going back into their communities and creating jobs for themselves and other younger people. Despite their religion, despite their race, despite their ethnicity, this is what the YMCA is doing currently now. It's a space for young people. There's a basketball team, there's a volleyball team. I know they're doing well in the leagues,
Okay.
Yeah, there's a vocational training school where young people come to learn about tourism and hospitality. There's a hall if people need to rent, to have events and stuff like that, even weddings, We have a power space, and why I would mention this, the current government, before this election, the coalition was formed at the YMCA.
Really?
Yeah. was formed at the YMCA. At that time, most institutions were afraid of taking in people, but that was where the meetings were held. That was where everyone used to come to have meetings. And at the YMCA Power Space, a very small boardroom that we put together, we call it Kir Dolel. That was where the coalition government was formed. So the YMCA has impacted in a lot of lives, and we are continuing to do that. And it's something that I'm really passionate about with young people, music, art, educating them, guiding them. And John Childs at the YMCA is doing an amazing job with Priscilla as program secretary, programs director. So it's quite amazing. Quite amazing. The basketball team is great. There's a gym, so anyone can walk in. Yeah, anyone can walk into the YMCA, and there's a studio there for dancing and all of that. So there's so many things one can do at the YMCA, and we're open to everyone. So definitely, it's something that we're doing, and I love doing.
That's very interesting. You mentioned something along the lines of mental health, and as you know, I like to think myself a mental health advocate. I'm very passionate about it. What are some of the cases you've seen or some of the situations that you've been in when it comes to mental health, and how do you try to work on your own mental health to be healthy for yourself and for your family?
Well, at the YMCA, our doors are always open. We don't turn down anybody, despite who you are. And the fact that we've gone through a series of trainings and workshops and symposiums, and we've done programs on mental health. It helps us to try to balance, understand that not nit bu nek ko gis mbere bi mu ndro dof la understand nga ak ñooñu rek a dof o ñooñu rek am problem. Man sitting here, I could have a mental problem and you would never know that. But in my own solitude, in my own quiet time, I know the devils that I fight with. So people have that, people go through that. And these are things that we balance at the YMCs. Whoever comes, we take you as you are. We don't discriminate, we don't put you aside and no. We try to incorporate you in our programs. We try to help you. You would see the sense in someone or the intelligence in someone if you take your time to sit and talk to them.
That's true.
If you want to go in this direction, let's go. No, but that's how we need to treat people. Not everyone is okay. Not everyone. There are top people in this country. If they tell you that they're going through depression, they are going through mental breakdown, they have that all the time, you will not believe them. But you don't know Nitki Lana Nekadidunda. He has his own devil, or she has her own devil, she has her own problems. And these are things that we can only help. When they buy the one need akida fa dof doflu. Why dof would be smoko defeni. Fam problem. Nehud komu talk the code people feel stuff. And it's important that you ham lolu, you japale len. If your brother has a problem or your sister, no. Reason attack mu mel ni. Dafa dof doflu.
That's our favorite line.
Yeah, dafa dof doflu. Dafa dof doflu be dof.
They say that too.
But you don't know.
And I know that you guys have a lot of people that you deal with, and I know the hardest one is for men to open up, to talk about their mental health. How do you, because you're a man and in that position, do you have a lot of young men come to you, or?
Yeah, YMCA, most people that are there are young people, are young guys. And it's difficult for a guy to open up.
Yes.
But you're yaham and you play around with it. You understand? If you're observant, you can see when someone is having a problem, So it's more about involving them in programs that will actually help them settle down. That's why we have different programs at the YMCA for young people. We have games night, we have movie night, we have volleyball, basketball, all kind of crazy things. We do it at the YMCA. We have the gym just to calm you down, to bring you closer to, because what happens is if you look at someone like Dofla, yanko segregate, yanko push aside. So mom.
So go ahead, already stigmatized.
Yeah. Take a bro, segregate or take a side. Boka to see you. So mom gets bopam as okay, man correct man you correct. On a sarga. Most of the time, they cannot correct them.
I was about to say.
No joke.
Can't correct to say.
I visited Tanka, and these people talk stuff. It's just that sometimes I think and then you are disoriented, but it's there. You just have to tap it back. You have to bring them back to reality. But you know what I'm gonna do. you know, and these are things that we do at the Y. So I think it's very important. It's not just at the Y. All of us as need you pay attention to such things, you know. At the end of the
Kind as well.
yeah, show love.
Show love. Be
Show
very
love.
kind. Be very
Show
kind.
love.
Always.
Yeah, very important.
Particularly yourself. You and I have had conversations about, you know, mental health and you know, your own moments where you, and because you're such a vibrant, always there for people person, people never seem to see it when you're also down. In those moments, how do you get yourself back, or what are some of the things you do to bring you back?
Huh? I think I just fall back. Like I just tend to advise myself, Nejaruko. You know, calm down. You cool. It will get better. Small boy Bikitabu always says, better must come.
Better must come.
Understand? Yeah? So believe that better must come, and better will come, and it will be there. So sometimes I listen to music, or I watch a movie, or you know, my wife will talk and the over advice. Like, so yeah, that works too so much, because I'm not the kind of person that
opens up.
No.
I know.
So I'm
Bottle everything
yeah,
inside.
you know. So I try to convince myself, boy, the father, me cool, fatal, me cool. You know, even with my friends, if they get pissed, calm down, you bar, calm.
Yeah, she's laughing. In this equation, I'm the crazy one, and I'm the one that's quick to anger. So he's always like, Fanta, calm on, it's okay. Fanta, you know, in the Bible, don't allow them to see you sweat. You know, he's always that person telling me to do that. That's very much true. You know, and he's helped me along the way because, ooh,
you know, say you don't
really
correct.
I have really grown.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I used to be like that.
Boy, Fanta, Madam Sonal. Lord God.
I used to be like
Fanta,
that.
what is it?
All of it. Because when I'm upset, I get into the office. Ronald. I start going off, and he starts to come. So he is that person. So when someone like that also has his moments, I want to know who your person is. But obviously, you got married. You know, I would like to believe that that's your person. That's the person that helps you dissect these emotions, right? You want to get me down a little bit into that? How she does that?
She'll tell you what's happening at my house.
No, not tell me what's happening, but you know, everybody has their person. Your person is your wife, which we will really get into. But everybody has their person. Your person is your wife. When you're in a state of mental fatigue or just exhausted or overwhelmed, how does she?
No, sometimes them they mer and I don't reason well.
Okay.
So for utku level headed, kula take see on. Because when they always tell you don't make decisions when you're overly happy or when you're overly mad. So you have to balance it. Te suma mere wa damarant. Wow, ak fuma rante. You know, damarant why mom dina deglu, mom niti patience la. Dina deglu after munema wa li ak li or ninga ko warna defe or seta ndax ni ko muna defe ni. So muna dangal sa mané no kirib kara way after nga tok wa after ga halatar go deglu ye ne action bi ni la fa wara démé de. You know, after you just let it go. Boy, man, with me in life, everything falls in place. Nothing is permanent. Nothing, absolutely. You know, everything in time. You can't stop it. No. Yala bad man. Yala understand. So just work hard, be good, do good at all times, and you'll fall in place.
I like that. I like that your optimism. That's one thing I appreciate and admire about you is that you're very optimistic, even in the front, like in the face of adversity. Everyone else always with the good spirits and the good vibes. Congratulations on your wedding. You got married a year ago. For those of you that do not know, Ronald is a married man. He's been off the market almost a year. Next month we'll make it a year. Yeah. Next month we'll make it a year. How did that happen? Because let me really tell you, people. This man,
you're on TV.
This man, I know I'm on TV, but this is what people love about the show. They love the fact that
I'm just reminding you on TV.
I am real, and you know what you see is what you get. You said what you see is what you get.
Okay.
This man is a refined player.
Refined
player.
Yeah, there.
But you have a beautiful wife.
Thank you.
That I'm very fortunate to know since we were kids. How did you know that she was the one?
Time. Yeah, everything falls in place.
Elaborate.
Everything falls. Like, You know, when it's right, it's right. There are some certain things come document explain, but when it's right, it's right. Come work to be that day jot. Then go ham. Come you've dated a lot during your time. You've been there, done that, but when it's right, it's right. So it comes along. You feel it. Don't go ham. You know, and they have wow, we mom definitely my lulu. Understand that? Connection bang fa, everything bang fa, vibe bang fa. So yeah, you balance it out, you square it out, yeah, and it works out. And your friends, and then man, I like friendship, so that's where it is.
That's where it started.
Yeah, you have to be a friend. Man, I have to be a friend. I like knowing you. I like knowing you, like man no label. So, man, whatever the case, man, I had it all you. Yeah, nyebla neka had it nak bulde worry. But it's important. You have to be someone's friend to know the person. You know, nga deglu nit ki waxtaan ak mom. You understand? Ham bad side ham good side you have ne bon na mun nga ko try jappale ngeen jappale wonte, you know what I'm saying? You work it out, but yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day dal, moy lolu dal. Aga nañ bridge bobu cross nañ bridge bobu.
How long did you date your wife for?
5 years or so.
And did you know that she...
Wife, Lola, okay, let me explain.
So break it down, thank you. Because 5 years, child.
Romana explain, no matter man, friendship that's important.
Okay.
It starts as friends, and then you date, and then you get married.
Okay.
You understand? So it's important, get married too. I'm saying this to a lot of young people that are my age or are like me. Harry told first, ham nit bo buga, da compatible ngeen, then ngeen dugasi. I don't believe in arranged marriages. I don't believe in ngeen gisee tay ele ngeen sey or ngeen gisee tay ganawati ele ngeen sey. I don't believe in that. And I feel that they make a reason bo xamne that they affect sey yu bari because xamantewu len bu baax. Understand? Xamantewu len bu baax. Man tay suma jabar su defé problème la ko xon
Because xam nga lolu.
After na jubo muy cool. Understand nga waaye dañ ko fix but once nit ki xamantewul leen jiko nit doko de musa 100% nak. Yeah, but at some certain degree di ngeen xamante. You know, so that they important at least courtship bi nafa neka. At least su fekkene 1 year la sax.
Yeah, no,
understand nga def leen ko. Waaye man anduma ak comme gisee nii rek sey nii rek no man pour man dafa yomba. Non man dama bëgg nit di xamante. Yeah, ngeen génn ngeen chill ngeen waxtaan. You know, ngeen seeti wante xam family bi xam la, you know what I mean? So la neexee sax ewu suba foofu noonu dem di ewu sax, you know what I mean? Seet di kii xam nga ngeen xamante dafa vital. And then after boy, lu si yàlla dogal mu dogal ko. That's how life is. Man, that's how I see it though.
That's how you see it.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's how I see it.
Exactly.
Some people see it differently.
People also believe that we've seen people that have gotten married after 5 months or 3 months.
Well,
and it lasted.
Of
We've
course.
seen some that have also been in relationship for years, got married and it didn't last.
Of course.
So it kind of is always like what works for you. What works for you.
But man, always like I said, trial ngeen xamante. Xam nga am na ñoo xam ne dañ jógee si background ñu xam ne dañ very strong ak yooyu noonu. So no matter say bi lu mu demee dañ ko faa muñ ko faa téye, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So some people are dying inside and you don't even know.
That's true.
You know, but pour man Ronald, my thing is xamal nit ki meel sa bopp time. You know, am na ñoo xam ne balaa seetaane dox si diggante bi waaye waxi mag la. waaye itam dem nga bi mag de. waaw dem nga bi mag de.
I think Lulu is more so balaa ñoo yónni guru or balaa ñoo say, I'm not sure.
Non, gis nga comme nuyoo bi su ñëwee nii rek hay paa bi xoolagum action yi sax ne balaa seetaane dugga si diggante jox daal la bis waaye go yeah man, you know, but it is what it is. Ku nekk ak noo ko dee gisee daal waaw ñu ne ku nekk ak noo ko yëgee.
I actually believe too in at least a year's courtship. I believe that. Comme noo ko waxee da nga war a xam comme man, you have to see me angry.
Thank
so
you.
You know how to deal with all of those facades of
because sometimes you ndaw la dee nekk nii sax you know pour yow sax maas moom ku la toppa dafa sonal boppam.
waaw waxuñ si man daal.
non waaye waxtaan la di fan da nga ne sip and chat. We are chatting. xanaa man kenn la war a nekk no bàyyi sipam bi after naa ñëw si sip bi it's all the same. We are talking. Yes. What am I cool yow ko yusi ko mu mere dafa sonal boppam.
parce que
yow drama queen nga foog nga njëkk a act film bi wala saar nga moom tam su defee bu toppa la film bi gën a tagarnaase rek waaye wala la bàyyi rek Yeah, so better for the can't work you what. Come the dara heud na. Full as in Ronaldo. So I look at you, nonsense girl.
Because, sometimes when someone's upset, just give them space.
Yeah.
Don't be upset and follow them be upset. You're just adding more fire.
No, sometimes the upset level, you cannot stop it. So, well, it is what it is. Though.
It is what it is. We learn, you grow. And I always feel like when you meet your person,
Well, yeah.
They always know how to handle you. I always say that your wife, Lena, knows how to deal with you. His wife is his exact opposite. She's calm, collected. Jang is not.
Fanta.
Wairuna.
Fanta.
And that's
Next topic.
That's the beauty. No. But that's the beauty of finding opposites. When they say opposites attract, I have actually seen it. I've actually seen. She's very calm. You're very larger than life, But you've also said that she helps you keep you grounded.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of your relationship.
Yeah, and I try to. Okay, that's me too.
Yeah.
I try to keep my relationship out of the public eye, out of social media. Because that's man tuma halad. Na man feel ne that could affect a lot.
How?
Like, wabu sew, wabu bari. Nit yo xamne du sen soxla man dal nekalen lolé mel ci kër bi mel na non rek you don't have to be throwing it on social media like who are you trying to impress so man lola man live your life the way you want it quietly am sa bopa enjoy sa bopa am fun like rather than am na ñoo xamne they don't want to see people happy you know what I'm saying so ngay def sa happiness out there kenen mu ngi la ene lu bon te ene is very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, in your own private time and your own time, enjoy it and have the fun that you want to have, and that's it. You know what I mean? But man, social media, no,
we know that.
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. If you know me, you know that I will post all day, all night
of yourself
yes,
and things you are doing.
Of my job, me looking nice, posting, enjoying myself, eating out. Never about.
I don't invite you to be like this sister.
Never about. And I believe that. I believe the evil eye is real. And a lot of people might not wish you well. So social, for me as well, social media is definitely a no. People always ask me, "Oh, Fanta, who are you dating?" And I keep telling them, "You see my husband on my wedding day."
Yeah. So that's the point.
I want to know, because if it's one thing, your zodiac sign, you're a Cancer, right? And I know you guys are very emotional, very romantic. What is the most romantic thing, right? Your wife, first of all, you think you've ever done for your wife?
Fanta.
And she's ever done for you?
Fanta, you are in front of TV.
These are questions I ask. What do you mean?
I know now, but...
What is one thing you're like, okay, we've done nice things, but this one I really, really stuck out?
No, they are very nice things,
I'm sure.
Yeah. Very, very nice things.
I'm sure.
Buy material, Eric.
Oh, my God.
How you find the book? Buy go.
In your living room, that painting?
Yeah.
That, for me, that's one of the nicest things I've ever seen. And you said you did it for her.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
Yeah.
But what is for you?
Fanta, buy no. There are so many things. I cannot come and say it
so
here.
Pick one.
No.
One nice thing you've done for her.
If you said it.
No. That's what I like that I've seen in your home.
Fanta, my memory is not good.
Rona, please. Your memory.
And that's one thing that we used to talk about, my memory. So people, please understand. Damade Fati. I'm very forgetful.
Ronald.
Wow. So what was the thing again?
I asked you a question.
Which one?
What is the nicest thing you've ever done for her? You think in your.
You see, she would be in the best position to answer that question.
But I said that you think. If I separate, I'll ask her, but that you think.
Let me think about it.
What is the nicest thing she's done for you?
Well, you said the painting.
Who did it?
Yes, I did the painting.
That's the nicest thing you think you've done for her?
No, one off.
What is the nicest thing she's done for you?
Boy, child. Okay, she became my wife.
She became your wife. Oh, that's such a nice thing. You hardly hear guys say that. That's the nicest thing she's done for you. It's true because it's not easy being your wife.
Why? Fanta, you're an EP.
No, it's not easy.
Why?
Mashallah.
Why? Why are you high, my dear?
You're a lot.
You're high, my dear.
We'll go with a break. We'll more back. More will run out. Welcome back after that break. I'm here with Mr. Ronald Senghore, media personality in this country, one of the very, 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 very well-known faces of the Gambia.
And voices. Thank you.
Very, very distinct voice, I might add.
Plus your own.
Plus my... Oh, no, we're not talking about me.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Thank you.
This is what happens when you sit with your friends.
We used to do ads. In fact, we do ads together.
We do.
Exactly.
We
Say
do
it.
ads for you.
Ah.
True.
Okay.
Can I get into my
Okay,
segment?
go ahead.
We're going to get into Never Have I Ever segment, one of my favorite segments of the show. Are you ready? So Never Have I Ever segment is like this. If I ask you a question, never have you ever done this. If you've done it, sip. If you haven't, say you haven't. Do you comprend?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Come again.
Let's go.
If I have,
If you have, you take a sip.
if
you
I have
haven't,
not,
you say no.
and if
And
you're undecided,
Listen, if you're undecided, I will answer for you.
Lord have
I know you. Are you ready?
Shoot.
Never have I ever been with 2 women in one night.
Been with
2 women in 24 hours.
So if I sip, what is the answer?
Oh, you do it.
If I do it, I
You
sip.
do it. Yes.
If I do it, I sip. No, I'm not sipping.
But you've done
Lord
it.
God, for where?
But you've done it.
I'm a good boy.
Of course you are.
I have had 2 girlfriends. Yes, at the same time. Yes, but that one no.
So that means you've just answered the question for me because you've done it. Take a sip.
No, you said no.
Ronald,
Gonna have I? Children are watching.
you have set yourself up. Drink. Just drink.
Okay, I drink.
Thank you, sir. Never,
Okay, go ahead.
never have I ever mistakenly called my present lover by my ex-lover's name.
Never.
You have never done that?
Never. My brain the mbala when it comes to that. Never, I dey Chris.
Done that?
Lord, I go die.
You've done.
Maybe that would not happen.
Never have I ever been caught cheating.
Caught. It depends how you define caught. I told you I've had 2 before.
Ronald, never have I ever been caught cheating.
No, I think I get too much skills for that. There was one time, but it was not cutting.
you.
It was not a cutting thing. It was not cutting things. So
Meaning?
it was an arrangement.
What do you mean? Break that down.
Fanta, those people are watching. I
It
cannot break
doesn't
it
matter. They
down.
would not know.
Eh?
I don't know who they are, so the people wouldn't know. What do you mean? Because never, Ronald, you've been caught.
No, not
Okay,
catching.
break that situation then. What was that?
Okay. There was a probability of knowing, but that probability did not manifest into a probability. I don't know whether you understand.
No, I don't. I don't get it.
If you don't get it, forget it.
If you don't get it, forget about it. No. What do you mean there was a probability?
There
of
was a
knowing?
probability of knowing, but in fact, after the probability of knowing, that one decided that, there's no need in pursuing the probability of knowing, so make I just continue.
What have you said?
Fanta, you are jelly naklumalawa.
Jelly woman?
Right, next question.
Jelly woman. There was a probability of knowing.
There was a probability of finding out, but then the pursuer of the probability decided that, it's not worth the probability of finding out, so make I just forget it.
My head is hurting.
Next question.
So, one of the girls suspected
That there was a possibility
and
of
there
something.
was a possibility that you were cheating with another girl, and she wanted to find out.
But then she decided to cancel the finding out.
So you were never caught.
No. Next.
Never have I ever gone through the phone of my partner.
No, I don't do that. I don't like
You
it.
haven't?
Nah,
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
That means they've not gone through yours as well.
No,
No.
no. I believe it's their privacy, it's my privacy. There are limits to everything. Yeah, I don't think, like, okay, let's take an example. Mayo, small white guy, I can tell you anything. But then if somebody else reads it, they start having a picture in their mind. It was basically just an innocent conversation. Why would I want to go through the same thinking? If my wife is having a conversation with her friends, it's not my business. It's not like everything I need to know. Lolo, own space, that's not man, this is my own space too. So I'm not into that, definitely. So I said that, I said what I said, and I give it back. That's it. Yeah, I just think it's normal. Like, that's who I am, though.
You're also a secure man, because a lot of men are quite insecure.
Yeah.
And, they would want to know what their women are doing, who they're talking to. But the fact that it like you said, in every relationship there should be boundaries. It doesn't matter how close you are.
No, see, one thing I started one is ulu, correct? It's gonna bounce both ways, and then eventually nyaka ulu te my book the amrek, and then it's just craziness. They can talk the meresen bopasilo ham nejaruko and things that are not even real, and you're just painting pictures. But the mind is so diverse that it makes you think or it makes you see things that are not even there, you know. So why would you paint those things in your mind? But allow the person to live their life. Live your life. Yeah, nah. Mom, half the time you them ligay. Little time I'm tampur spend ko. You want to be going through phones or calling wahal ugly. No man, it's a waste of time. No, I ain't part of that stuff, man.
Okay. Never have I ever stalked an ex on social media.
My friend ex is ex. Fear.
Ronald, never have I ever stalked an ex on social media.
You don't get it. Ex is ex. Okay, let me ask you. What do you mean by stalking? Me, my
what do you mean by stalking?
my exes are my friends. They are on my social media. When they post, I will see it. They are
Stalking
friends.
is checking out
I have to go and check out.
what
No.
they post.
How much time, book?
You've never done that.
No, for what? Me, I mean, when it's finishing, I tell you simple. Are you sure? Once. Are you sure? Twice. Are you sure? 3 times? Okay, fine. No problem.
You've never gone back to an ex.
Me? I think only once. Only once. And that one, there were some things in between. That was why.
What is?
I cannot explain. It was a situation I cannot explain at all.
And you went back.
Yeah, but then that was the last.
You've never broken up and gone back to an ex.
No.
Why? Why? You know, some people have relationships where they break up and they go back. They break up.
That's nonsense. Why would you break up with a person? In fact, if you want to have problem, wow, you can talk about it. But why would you break up? Just to come back together for what? Do what? What was your plan?
I don't believe in that either.
No. Okay. And if you feel like you want to go, au revoir. Bonne nuit. À tout à l'heure. Understand? So next.
Final question. Never have I ever.
So why do you not do? Never have I ever.
Am I the person you're interviewing or am I interviewing?
It's chatting.
Okay, the chatting has a limit.
Okay, go ahead.
This is where it stops.
All
Now I
right.
get to ask the question. You answer.
Okay, ma.
Never have I ever. Are you ready?
Depends. Hey, Lord have mercy.
Never have I ever gone skinny dipping with a partner.
Never.
No.
For where? Where? This beach?
Your trips now.
This beach. My partners are here. I go at Ohiro. Usually I travel through winter.
What are you gonna say?
During winter, I go and what ice dipping. And then crazy black man.
Senegal trips.
Yes, but still, Senegal, the water is too salty.
Anyway,
But I know join for that kind of thing. Have you done it?
it's not about me.
Fine, I'll just ask you. Okay,
not about
allow me. Just one question.
It's not about
One.
This is not the question you're going to ask.
Okay.
You can ask.
Fata,
Ask
I'm
one
suspecting.
different from this one.
I'm
Ask-
suspecting.
No, I haven't.
Are you sure?
Why would I lie?
That's manifested. Jesus is
Why would
Lord.
I lie? You
It
can
is
ask
true.
a question. That's not the one you can ask, but you know.
What?
Anyway, moving on.
Let me ballad you.
Thank you very much. Top 5 songs, top 5 artists that you're listening to right now.
Right now. Gregorians. Gregorian chant. Boy man, how much choice music nag de?
Nah, Lulu.
Lord God.
Very scattered choice.
Wallahi. Fanta. Boy, me anything like okay, currently Gregorians, England. So Gregorians.
I know.
Wow, actually no. Like some way church ni.
So wait, George.
Wow.
But we're your top 5 artists.
Okay. It's my brother.
Okay.
Then
Can you
Bob
quickly just tell people the group your brother was in?
Fugitives.
Fugitives.
Wow.
Kofa Giskundro Rona Nagmema.
Mahodaha.
Okay. Move on. Okay. Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. I've said Fugitives, I'm
Yes,
a bro.
you have
Okay,
Fugitives.
Fugitives, yeah. Can what, sir? Listen, I used to like Boys to Men.
Really?
Yeah.
You're such an old head.
Yeah, and then I get no problem, yeah. And then current generation, all these young ones, the STs, the Attacks, the Jizzles, anyone who follows you at any point in time, like, I'll dig you. Yeah, and Way Choitam, Julian Joga. Yeah, and some of the gospel songs that my wife listens to, so I listen. So it's not my fault. I just go with the flow.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just quickly tell people about your firm, and I know you said you've done advertising and you do, what is it called again?
What?
Your consulting firm. Blueberry? Blueberry what?
Consultancy.
Blueberry
Communications.
Consultancy. Thank you very much, Ronald Senghore, for coming. I hope
But
you
why
enjoyed.
are you hiding my dead? Me, I'm not this thing. You were saying the name. I was allowing it to come back to
Okay,
you.
tell them the name of your firm.
Yeah, it's called Blueberry.
Blueberry.
And we're into anything that's media, marketing, communication, event planning, hosting, the whole 9 yards, everything. It has to do with things that you feel that you cannot do. We know how to get things. Gambia Sundekala. So if there are things that you cannot get and you feel that you want to get, you can always, reach out, But it is what it is, and
Thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you.
to Sip and Chat. This has been such
Thank
a
you,
fun
thank you,
episode.
thank you. Stagana, fantastica. They don't know you. Posh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being a part of this episode. This was Ronald Senghore, and all of his information and details will be right here. Remember to subscribe. Remember to follow, like. Thank you.
Thank you.
Till we come back your way again.
Bye-bye.
Peace, love, and cha-ching, cha-ching.
Bye-bye.